All right, and we're live. Welcome, guys. So welcome to the webinar tonight. Looks like we got some people on board. Ronnie, Flagstaff, Arizona. I'm here in Scottsdale. Head up to Flag every once in a while. If you guys haven't, go ahead and drop in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. We've got 135 so far, and we should have probably 40, 50 more signing on as we get this thing rolling here. So if you guys came to this webinar hoping to figure out how to make money rain from the sky by pushing a button, sorry to disappoint you. That's not what this is going to be. But if you want to learn how to build an online business that can provide you both the income and the time freedom to basically do whatever it is you really want to do in life, assuming you'll put in a bit of work, then this is the right place for you. So that's exactly actually what we're going to cover. We're going to cover how you can actually get started with an online business, a lot of the things that cause people to fail in this industry when they try to get started, and how to avoid a lot of that and save yourself a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of headache, and really just get to the results you're looking for as fast as possible. That's what we specialize in. This is why we have probably, well, realistically, the highest success rate of any program online for people trying to start a business up from anything I've ever seen out there. So you guys will get a chance to actually plug in with us. We have a 90% done for you marketing system that's absolutely cutting edge. And we have some really great mentorship and training that basically takes anybody from zero technical experience, barely knowing how to turn on a computer, to if they put in the time and the effort and the energy, creating full-time incomes online, walking away from their jobs, traveling the world, and all that kind of stuff. So we already got a bunch of questions here. If you do have some questions, you can go ahead and drop them in the chat while I go through the training. But we'd prefer if you kind of save a lot of the questions until the end, so we can kind of answer all those at once. But yes, this is starting right now, and we're about to get rolling here. So with that, you guys let me know when you can see my screen. Chris, if you'll work the button there, and we'll get going. Am I good to go?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right, so let's get into it, guys. How to start your own online lifestyle business that pays you enough money to fire your boss without being a tech expert or needing any prior online experience. And now, we showed people, exactly what it takes to build a business online and create the income that can basically buy you out of your job. If you love what you do, if you love your job, by all means, keep doing it. There's no requirement at any point doing this to quit your job. However, what most of our members find is once they're actually making money and the types of money that, the type of income they can create, they find that they just can't really afford to be spending their time getting paid far less than they're worth. And so that's why they typically end up quitting their jobs and doing this full time. So here's a little about me. If you got the emails about this workshop and you heard a little bit about me, about my community, you probably already seen some of this, but I kind of want to review it for anybody that may not know. So I'm a former U.S. Army captain. I graduated West Point in 2007. I went to Iraq and Afghanistan, and then in 2014 I got out and became a full-time entrepreneur. And it was not easy. I probably got scammed out of more money than anyone watching this webinar. I lost a whole lot of money trying different things. I'll go into a few of those and some mistakes you can avoid. But I figured a few things out, and currently a full-time, multiple six-figure-a-year online marketer. And I've actually personally coached hundreds of people on how to create a real income online. You're going to hear from some of those people on the panel, and in some cases, I don't even want them. I don't even want them telling you how much money they make, because you probably wouldn't believe it. And this is not at all a hypey type webinar, and we don't do the check flashing. We don't show you, pull up random bank accounts and be like, hey, here's all the money I'm making. We just give you information and let you hear from real people with real stories. Okay, so you're gonna get the real deal here tonight without the hype. Here's what you're actually gonna learn: how to start your own online business and generate leads without pestering family and friends, so you can create a real scalable business that will give you true economic freedom and allow you to fire your boss for good. how to get started today without any prior experience so you can start making money quickly, how anyone can plug in and earn an income by using our system that is, again, 90% automated, and we'll cover in detail what that actually covers, and the new way to build an online business that can pay you as much as $4,000 per customer, and a lot more. So why is this important to you right now? Well, most of what you've seen about making money online is probably dead wrong. It's hard enough to build up enough money for retirement with a normal job, let alone pay the day-to-day bills. And the internet is still young, and the action takers of today will reap the rewards tomorrow and well into the future. Your lack of prior experience will not hold you back, and I'll show you why. So here is just a few examples of people that, like you, that have watched this workshop just a matter of, in some cases, just a few months ago, and have been able to walk away from their jobs after creating full-time incomes online. And we actually have many more than this in our community. Just in our larger community as a whole, we have over 20 people that in the last year have created more than 6 figures online. And we have many, many, many others that have been able to create full-time incomes and you know, or even just make a little extra money on this side. You know, there's people that pretty much run the gambit of this thing. So, you know, are you going to be one of them? Is this for you? If you're tired of waking up to an alarm clock every day just to get to a job that you can't stand, if you're struggling to pay the bills and you're sick and tired of living a life of never having enough, if you want to travel, if you want to be your own boss, then I would say this is for you. If you want to spend more time with your family and have the money to do the things that you want in life, if you've got no nest egg or retirement and you want to make sure you and your loved ones have a secure future, and if you've tried and failed at businesses where you pester your family and friends, you go to hotel meetings and home parties only to end up with less money and a garage full of products that you don't need, then please pay close attention. This is definitely for you. And if you're worried about failing because you don't have a lot of experience online, this is also for you. You're going to discover that this online business is 90% automated, which makes it easy for anyone to see success regardless of your background. Doesn't matter how old, how young you are, how technical you are, you can succeed with this as long as you're willing to learn something new and put in a little bit of work. Here's the ground rules. Again, no push a button and get rich. This is not a trading software, binary options, Forex, pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme, money game, a gifting program, matrices, all that kind of stuff. This is not gambling. We can show you guys how to actually predict your income based on running advertising campaigns online, and it's very predictable. It's very scientific once you get a few variables down and you know some data. However, you don't just throw money at something and you know hope that you're going to hit the jackpot. That's not how this works. No make $1 million next week. We have people making multiple 6 figures, even some people in our community making 7 figures. However, that didn't happen overnight. They put in a lot of work. And even in some cases, you know, the few that have been able to achieve that in a matter of months, they put in a whole lot of work, probably a lot more work than most people would be willing to do to achieve results like that in such a short period of time. So, you know, it's possible to do it, and we encourage you to work hard and put everything you have into it, but don't expect to be a millionaire next week. That's just kind of ridiculous. No time wasters or tire kickers. So this workshop is for people that are action takers, that are actually going to do something with this information. You know, the saddest thing is for people to get this amazing, life-changing, potentially life-changing information that has literally changed lives of well, at this point, thousands of people, and for you to not actually do something with it. You know, it's just such a waste. So we really want you guys to be able to take action on this. We want you to put in some work. And if you're here just to kind of, I don't know, just because you're curious, but you're not really willing to actually do something different in life to get a different result financially, then you're just probably wasting your time. Our system is proven to convert. You are the only variable in this. We have actually done millions of dollars in revenue, and at this point, it's not really a theory. So we have so many success stories. It's kind of ridiculous at this point, and you are really the only variable in this. So if you want to be one of those, you know, it's going to be up to you. So let's make a deal. I'm going to give it to you straight on this workshop tonight if you actually commit to doing something with this information. So do we have a deal? If so, drop it in the chat. Let me know. Just type in deal, and we'll move on here. So before we jump into the training, do you already have online experience, or are you already 100% sure you want what we have? Maybe you've seen this presentation previously, maybe you've seen a recording, or you caught us live last week, or maybe you've talked with someone in our community that's getting results and you kind of already know a little bit about this, or you know, you've been in the game for a while. You've tried internet marketing, you tried affiliate marketing or whatever, and maybe you already have an online business, you're working with some kind of offer, and you're just looking for that silver bullet, the thing that's really gonna make it take off for you. You know, if any of those apply to you, then get ready to act quickly. At the end of this training, there will be an opportunity for you to join my community and get a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call, Facebook ads training, a 90% done for you marketing system, and more for a little one-time fee of $99. Starting now, though, I'm actually offering a special fast start bonus for the initial serious action takers. Now, this is for people that already know how amazing our system is and are all in and committed to making money as fast as possible. Now, one caveat to this, I actually need to change this slide because based on an announcement we just made yesterday. So in the near future, probably about 4 to 6 weeks from now, we're going to go from a $99 one-time fee to $99 a month. That's going to cover the cost of a brand new $250,000 marketing system we're putting into place that you guys are going to have access to. It is absolutely state of the art. There is no obligation, however. So when you join for $99, you're going to get all the training and the coaching call, and then if you decide to move forward, you can subscribe for that and get access to that system, or you know, it's up to you. However, it's going to be highly recommended and it's going to be extremely beneficial for you, and I'll show you why throughout this presentation. So what's included when you join? For your fast start bonus, you will get a private invitation to an elite income earner training call after you start your business, and a custom branded income accelerator sales funnel that will be individually created just for you when you earn your first $10,000 with us. I know people in this industry that charge between $1,000 and $10,000 just for a custom branded sales funnel, but yours will be free. And if you have any experience at all in this industry and you understand what a sales funnel is already, you understand the value of this and what we're actually offering. When you jump on this offer now, you will still get 100% 14-day money-back guarantee in case you feel this is not for you for any reason. And again, this is first come, first serve. When the button disappears, the bonus offer is gone. And the last thing I'll leave you with here, money loves speed, and I'm willing to bet that those serious action takers will begin making money faster than anyone else watching this, and I'm fine with giving them an unfair advantage because I want to work with people that have a winning mindset and take action on opportunities. So with that, we're going to leave the button up for a few minutes. I think we're offering 10 spots tonight. I'm not quite sure. I'm not working the button, but it's going to be on for just a couple more minutes. So definitely move on that and take action on it quickly if you want that bonus. So my online business provides me a consistent $20,000 per month income every single month, which is cool, but it wasn't always like this. I struggled as an entrepreneur and burned through a lot of cash when I first got started trying to do all this stuff. I actually got scammed out of $78,000. Yes, $78,000. That's like a house, you know, a small house, investing into an advertising company. And you know, that actually turned out to be a brick and mortar company. It wasn't even an online, you know, business or opportunity or something like that. This was a regular company. They had a building. They had employees. I went out and saw the people, saw their product line, and turned out the owner just swindled a lot of people out of millions of dollars. We're still in a lawsuit trying to recover some of that. He's being investigated by the FTC, the SEC, the IRS, the Treasury Department. But you know, that money's pretty much gone. I mean, I don't expect to ever see that again. So that was a loss. And it was shortly thereafter that I actually started doing online marketing. And I started learning the right things, but I really didn't make any money for about 7 or 8 months. And then it was only after investing everything I had left, plus going into $30,000 into debt. I can tell you that the people you're going to hear from in this panel that were in your shoes watching this webinar, a matter in some cases of only a few months ago, every single person on this panel that you're going to hear from has made money faster than me when I first got started. because of the system we have in place. That wasn't around when I tried to do this stuff. Then it happened. I knew those were the right mentors succeeded quickly, and I'd heard that my original mentors online were helping brand new people to online marketing get unheard of results way faster than it took me. Some of the types of results you hear, or you will hear at the end of this. I dove into everything they were doing, and we collaborated, and put together a truly transformational support community with premier training, and really the rest is history. We've already helped thousands begin total life transformations, not just financially, but financially and personal growth, and getting healthy, and all kinds of things to just give you a better life and a better lifestyle. My life had changed for the better. I've been able to recover my losses, work my way out of debt. I don't have to pinch pennies anymore and stress over bills. I distinctly remember a time when I was so broke and so in debt, I was looking at a loaf of bread and peanut butter in the store and estimating how many meals that would get me for how many days I could go just surviving off that, so I could try to invest any extra money I had into my business to try to make this thing work. But I don't have to do that anymore. I have enough money to help the people in need I care about, and I'll soon be able to help my parents retire and travel. I got to take my mom to the Caribbean a couple months ago. We're planning on a trip to Israel later on this year. I get to set my own schedule. I can go visit family and friends and take spontaneous trips without worrying about the cost. And the reason for my rapid success is that I was desperate to succeed for myself and my family, and I was willing to put in the work. I learned the hard way to listen to mentors that had what I wanted. I don't listen to people that don't have the results I'm looking for in any area. It doesn't matter if it's fitness or finances. If it's online business, I certainly don't take business advice from people that aren't business owners, and I don't take online business advice from people that aren't making 6 or 7 figures on the internet. It just doesn't make sense, because they're the ones that have what the results I want or that I wanted, and so that's who I model. I plugged into a simple system and I followed it step by step. So we're going to jump into the meat of the training here. I'm just going to give you this fair warning. So there's people that see this information and they don't take action on it, and this stuff can kind of bother you. If you peel back the surface of this information and you realize the world that is out there, if you don't take action on it, at some point in the future, when you're maybe disgruntled at your job or going to work or fighting through traffic or whatever, making the same paycheck, or potentially even less money and working more hours, if you're fortunate enough to actually still have the job, at some point you're going to reach a situation where you look back at this and you back at this opportunity, and if you didn't take action on it, you're going to wonder what your life could have been like. Could you have been like Brian, who's moving from Florida to Cabo tomorrow? Could you be like Kayla, who walked away from her dental job after a couple months of doing this and just had her best month ever, making more in a month than she used to make in an entire year? Could you be like, the Malones, who have been able to, begin traveling the country and the world, actually, after walking away from their jobs? It is all possible if you take action on this information. So with that, we're going to jump into it. 3 pillars to a 6-figure online business. You have to find a product that people want. You have to create a sales funnel that converts, and you have to find high quality traffic. So a product that people want. So what's the perfect offer? You want to find a product that pays high commissions. You want to find a product that solves a pain your customer is having, and you want to find a product that you can sell online. And why are we starting off with this? Well, most people, when they think of a business or they think of starting a business, they think, well, I don't have an idea, I don't have a product, I don't have a service or whatever. You don't need to. There are plenty of people with products and services and ideas that have already put that work in and tested an offer and put it out in the market, and you're actually able to leverage that right away and to start making money. And that's really the best way to get started with an online business, is to leverage other people's products, because then you can just get the results, you can make the money, you can learn the skill set, and then later on, if you want to come up with your own product, great, you can do that and you can be successful with it. Now, did you know that 9 out of 10 times when a purchase is made online, people buying products all day long, someone is actually getting paid a commission? Now, this normally happens behind the scenes, and as a customer, you probably don't know this is even happening. What if You knew how to get the right offers, other people's products in front of the right people, that are random people on the internet, not family and friends. And instead of someone else earning that commission, it was actually you. That's what we're talking about here. Now, there's some companies with affiliate programs you might have heard of. There's Amazon, Walmart, Groupon, eBay, Expedia, Best Buy, Apple, iTunes, and the list goes on and on. If you just do a Google search with a company that you like, followed by an affiliate program, check out what pops up. Most likely, they're going to have some kind of program like this. They may call it a partner program or a referral program, but it really comes down to performance-based advertising. A company with a product is going to pay an affiliate like me a commission in return for sending them a customer, because they didn't have to take the risk and invest their own advertising dollars to go out and acquire that customer. I did that on their behalf. And because I know what I'm doing, I'm good at bringing them a customer, and they're getting that customer 100% with no risk on their end. So they're more than happy to give me a healthy commission in return. Now, you can sign up with a company and be an affiliate directly, or you can actually sign up with an affiliate network that has multiple offers that will pay you commissions. There's NCN, ClickBank, Max Bounty, ClickShore, Commission Junction. There's also PureFly, Offer Vault, and the list goes on and on. And here are some examples of commissions and offers on ClickBank, for instance. Typically, they're pretty low ticket offers. They're info products, how to make money online, how to start a home business, how to lose weight fast, how to lose 10 pounds in 10 days, how to start a garden and do horseback riding. Any kind of info product you can think of, ClickBank probably has it, and most people are familiar with ClickBank. But there's many other networks out there, and there's actually a lot of affiliate offers and products and services out there that are proprietary that pay really well, and you won't just find just kind of stumbling across on your own. And we have access to those. Now, once you have a great offer, you need to create a sales funnel that converts. Now, here's kind of a kicker here. So what is a sales funnel? Well, a sales funnel takes people from being interested in something to actually making a buying decision. Now, the goal with this is to convert cold traffic into raving buyers. So when people are clicking around online, a lot of people are online not necessarily looking to buy something. Some people are, if they're doing certain searches or reviews of particular products or whatever. But a lot of times they don't even, it just kind of happens by chance. They might be interested in something, and then something catches their eye, maybe an advertisement or a piece of content, and they go through a process that ultimately they whip out the credit card, they end up clicking the order button, and they make a purchase. And when that happens, someone like me, and potentially someone like you gets paid. Now, if you can create a sales funnel that converts, and you can do this at scale, meaning a lot of people buying from your links all the time, it's really like printing your own money. Would you trade $5 for one of these? I imagine that's kind of a no-brainer, right? Well, that's what we're talking about here. In an online marketer, typically as a baseline, shoots to make 2 to 1 on his advertising dollars per month. That means if I put $1 into advertising, I should get $2 back. If I put $100, I should put $200, get $200 back. If I invest $1,000, I should get $2,000 back. That's at a baseline, though. That's someone that's just getting started, and it's has a profitable campaign, and it's working for them. Once you're able to do that, though, there's a lot of things you can do with your sales funnel to actually increase that ratio a whole lot, to the point where you could actually be investing $5 and making $100. It can be pretty crazy. Now, obviously, if it was this easy, everyone would do it, right? Traditionally, it requires technical knowledge, design experience, and marketing know-how. The tools needed can be really expensive, and it can take some time to get it all set up to get the best results. It's not just an automatic money machine that you open a box and all of a sudden your sales funnel is there, and it's printing money for you. There's a lot that goes into it, and conceptually, if you look at it, imagine an actual funnel. At the top, you're actually pouring website visitors, clicks, eyeballs checking out your offers, clicks to a website, and they're going to go through a process. They're going to see different content that's going to take them along a process that is going to make them more and more interested in whatever particular offer you might have, make them more aware of a problem they have, and position your offer as a solution. And ultimately, those leads are going to be turned into customers, or a portion of them are going to be turned into customers. And really, ultimately, you want raving buyers. You want raving fans, clients, people that are going to continue to buy from you over and over again because they love what you have to offer. You deliver a lot of value to them. You solve their problem. That's why it's always, it's weird to me when people, and I understand it. I understand the skepticism. This is an online business and all that kind of stuff. But, I'll get messages or emails and people will ask, well, is this a scam, or how do I know it's not a scam, or, stuff like that. And it's like, for the work involved that I'm putting my time and effort and energy to, it doesn't make sense to scam people. For one, you're risking your merchant accounts, you're risking legal action, being investigated by FBI and all this other stuff. And for all the work involved, you want to develop a client base of people that absolutely love what you have to offer. It's going to be so much more profitable for you long term, and you're also going to be able to live with yourself and look yourself in the mirror because you're actually delivering value to the market and you're getting paid for it versus just ripping grandma off. So you need all of this for a sales funnel to work. You need high quality traffic, high converting capture pages, high converting sales, engaging and helpful email follow-ups, a high quality product that pays big commissions, and upsells and downsells are optional, but they're encouraged. You can easily spend countless hours and over $10,000 testing your funnel to get the highest converting sales. It's possible to do it, but you don't actually need to do this. I'm going to show you an alternative that will save you thousands of dollars and a lot of time and frustration later. If you at all are interested in this industry and are serious about making an income online, you're going to spend a lot of money to get something to work. If you don't, I would almost guarantee if you don't plug in with what we're doing here. High quality traffic. Here's the final pillar. So what is traffic? In the online marketing world, we often refer to visitors to a website as traffic. Now, without traffic, really nothing else matters. Now, imagine a shopping mall with no people. It's going to be pretty hard to make money that way, right? Doesn't matter if you have an amazing store, great products, great sales, great salesman. If you don't have people walking through the store, you're not going to make money. It's the same way online. But just any traffic won't do. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million clicks to your website if no one is actually interested in what the content is on there. You need high quality traffic. Your traffic must match your offer. And that's what that means. So you're promoting a course that teaches women how to potty train their toddlers. Would you rather have traffic from a Facebook moms group or traffic from an ad on a hot rod website? Think about that. The more targeted your traffic is to your offer, the better it will convert, and the lower your advertising costs will be. That means more money in your pocket. If that makes sense to you, just type yes in the comment there and let me know, because that's so key. So many people think, they think in like a 2003 mentality, like, hey, if I have a business, I need to get a website, and then if I have a website, people are just going to click on my website, and somehow I make money. And that's not how it works. Even if you do get a lot of traffic to your website, again, it has to be high quality. The marketplace is, it's more what's the word? More evolved, or more sophisticated now. And so it's not enough to just have a website now. You actually need a quality sales funnel that can take cold traffic to your website and actually convert that into customers. So if you have a great offer, a converting sales funnel, and high quality traffic, that is going to provide you the consistent, life-changing, income that you need to be able to design your dream lifestyle, to be able to walk away from your job, to be able to travel the world, to be able to, save for your, kids' college, or, invest into your future, pay off your mortgage, do whatever it is you're looking to do. It's going to take you money to do that. And this is turning advertising dollars into wealth is the best way I know of to produce that kind of lifestyle in the most rapid way possible. 2 ways to profit. Method 1, direct linking. Pick an offer and send traffic with an ad. There's method 2, build an email list and then sell to your subscribers over and over again. Now let's talk about method 1, pick an offer and use ads. You can put an offer in front of your chosen audience with ads, and some might buy right now, but only a small percentage will buy at first sight. That's pretty typical no matter really what you're doing. You can make money like this, but it's really not the best way to profit online. It's very hard to scale. I made money this way, but it's not the best way. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time. If you can build a targeted email list, this is where you give people an offer that they can't refuse to join your list. A free report, webinar, video training, a piece, some piece of content, or a discount code or a coupon, something that's irresistible enough to them that they'll make that commitment of actually giving you their real email. Now, some people will buy your paid offer right away, just like before, but most will not. The good news here, however, is now you can keep selling to over email and increase your conversions, making you more money. And this is how the online marketing pros do it, and this is the secret formula to 6 and 7 figures online. You have to have a list. You have to have a list of leads that are interested in a particular type of offer. That doesn't mean, however, you actually have to build and manage that list yourself. There are solutions for you. Now, example from this webinar. You guys probably landed on a page similar to this. Maybe it might have looked differently, but it's basically the same kind of thing. We talked about an opportunity to give you some training on how people in our community are walking away from their jobs, designing their dream lifestyles, and you entered your name and email. You got a series of emails from me, and guess what? This works because you're here right now watching this free online workshop. This is proof in the pudding, right? So building a list is key to online success. The money is in the list. It doesn't matter if you're promoting a nutrition plan. Maybe you're a personal trainer and you're building an email list of people interested in weight loss, and you got them on a webinar to give them some kind of information on a nutrition plan or a supplement or a workout routine or whatever, and you could sell them your training program. You could sell them a supplement or a health company, whatever, and you can make money that way. You can make a lot of money very, very consistently. You know the system. Others are using the 3-step system to big online profits to make 6 and 7 figures per year, many of them in our own community here. And in fact, what I've shown you here tonight, you can actually do all of this on your own. You really could. There's going to be a big problem though. Your time. You'll have to spend countless hours learning the ropes before you finally get success and start making money. And your money. You're going to have to spend your money getting everything set up in your sales funnel and testing to make sure it converts, or hiring people that know what they're doing to make it convert for you. And this can easily cost you over $10,000. Now is the time to make money online. If you're an ambitious person, maybe you could take what I just laid out and create this in maybe 30 days. Like I said, when I first got started online, before our system was around, and I had to pull all these pieces together, it took me about 7 or 8 months before I first started making any money. And it wasn't very much when I first actually started getting a paycheck. For building funnels, we use ClickFunnels, Aweber, ClickMagick, WordPress. For hosting, we use HostGator. And for traffic, we use Facebook, Google, YouTube, and Instagram. And we connect it all together. If you don't know what half of those are, that's no big deal. I'm going to cover some of that. So you'll at least have a baseline if you decide for whatever reason that you want to try to do this on your own. But if you want click-by-click training showing you exactly how we do all this, then we do have the perfect solution for you. So here's what you need at a bare minimum, a couple tools to get started online. You're going to need a landing page creator or a website builder. We use ClickFunnels. This is a pretty good tool, piece of software. It costs $99 a month. If you have the pro package like I do, you'll spend about $300 a month on that, and that equates to about $3,500 a year. So that's what I actually spend on ClickFunnels. Aweber, this is what we use for an email autoresponder. There are some free versions out there like MailChimp, but you're not really going to get the best email deliverability. You're not going to get highly accurate data. There's going to be a lot of features that you're missing if you're not paying for something. You're going to get what you pay for. So with Aweber, it starts off pretty cheap, but as you add more names to your list, guess what? You're going to pay more for it. That number is kind of old. I actually probably spend about $7,000 or $8,000 a year right now on Aweber. ClickMagick. This is a link tracking and filtering software. This is where we make sure the clicks going into our funnels are actually real people and not just robots. You can see the data on what countries they're coming from. This is really good for when you're building your campaigns to figure out exactly what your costs are. And Webinar Jams. This is a webinar program we're on right now. There's a number of different softwares out there you could use, but they all cost several $100s. Webinar Jam is $397 a year. And so if you're looking at getting started online with just these 4 bare minimum, essential tools, and I actually have many more tools I use personally, you're looking at spending about $2,600 on the low end to upwards of over $10,000 just on tools just to be in the game, just to have a shot, just to be standing on the field. We're not even talking about scoring points yet. So let us save you money and do the heavy lifting by actually doing 90% of the work and helping you avoid having to go and buy all this stuff. So here's the deal. I've created a team and community for you called Team Phoenix, where I show you step by step how this works. When you become part of the team, you'll also discover how you can make commissions up to $4,000 per customer, and you don't even have to do any selling yourself. This is absolutely huge. So many people have an aversion to selling, but if you're in business, there has to be sales. Otherwise, you're not going to get paid. That doesn't mean you have to be the guy doing the sales, though. We have an amazing system and people that are able to actually do that for you, if that's not something you have expertise in or you're comfortable doing. And here's what this will do for you. You're going to discover how to get hordes of targeted visitors that are ready to buy from you. Getting set up is 100% done for you, and all you have to do is plug in and create your account and go through the training. You'll discover a stealth Facebook ads method that no one is talking about. Actually makes it easy to get traffic flowing and possibly even make money from day one. We have had people make money on their very first day. That is exceptional. It doesn't happen all the time, but it is possible to do. You will be able to make money while you sleep as well using our 90% automated system. And here's how we do this. This is not magical. This is not a hypey type statement. The internet is open, running 24/7, 365, right? Your ads can be running all the time. Websites are active, emails going out. And so you can actually be asleep and commissions can be being sent out to you at all times of the day. So if you have a business like that, imagine having a business that, not only are you the business owner, but you don't actually have to wake up, drive to the office, open the store, be there to greet the customers or to greet your employees, be the last one to leave when, at the end of the day, and then lock up and go home at 7 or 8, 5, 6 days a week. You can actually have a business that runs for you and making money online all over the world while you sleep or while you vacation or while you travel. Whatever it is you want to do, while you start another business. This is, Richard Branson, he has over 300 businesses. Do you think he actively manages those himself? No. He hires people. He has systems in place that allow that, to happen. And that's how you're going to be able to create really, really massive wealth if you plug in with what we're doing here. And here's how we actually automate 90% of this process. We hand you a high converting offer that's proven to get results. You don't already have to have a product or service or a business. We've got that taken care of. And if you do have a product, service, or an offer already, typically that's only maybe 3 to 4% of people we talk to. Now, those 3 to 4%, if you do have an offer, the skill set you learn here is going to be an enhancer. And the offers that we promote are probably in all likelihood going to be an enhancer as well. In all likelihood, not conflict with anything you're currently doing. But when you actually see what we're doing, you probably won't even want to bother with whatever you're currently doing. It's really that good. We build your capture pages for you, and we test those to make sure they convert, so you don't have to go out and buy ClickFunnels or lead pages and pay hundreds of dollars a month for those programs and try to figure out how to make them work. We build your autoresponder, so you don't have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on an email autoresponder. You don't have to learn email marketing. You don't have to learn how to write copy. You don't have to learn how to get your emails delivered. We do all that for you. We email leads on your behalf to build relationships. We handle sales presentations and webinars. You don't have to get on a video and talk with a bunch of people. You don't have to call people up on the phone. You don't have to knock on doors. You don't have to go to hotel meetings. We close sales for you. This is huge. Again, there's always has to be product sales in order for anyone to get paid. If you ever run across something that has no product sales, but people are still getting paid, it's probably a scam. So it's probably not a legit business. But you don't have to be the ones doing that. We handle coaching calls for you, and all you have to do is follow click-by-click training on setting up your ads. It really is as easy as it can get. And we designed that intentionally. We wanted to eliminate all the variables that would potentially present obstacles and cause someone to fail. At this point, there really is almost no excuse to fail. It really just comes down to if you quit, if you just don't do the work, yeah, I guess that's really about the only way you can fail. So are you ready to join this powerful team? If so, here's how this works. When you join Team Phoenix, you get personal coaching, access to our success team and resources, team support groups, weekly webinars and weekly trainings, ongoing mentorship, tools and training to ensure your online business is a success, Facebook ads training with step-by-step modules, and access to our Sleeping Giant product that produces commissions as high as $4,000 per customer and generated over $1 million the very first month with our click-by-click system. Sorry, having trouble speaking tonight. But like I said, we've done millions of dollars in revenue with this product offering. It's an amazing offer. It converts extremely well. It's a long-term stable offer. This is not one of those things that, you know, it's the hot new thing for 6 months and then it fizzles out and everyone's on to something else. We're here for the long haul. You're gonna get personal coaching, 30 minutes one-on-one with myself or one of our leaders, with somebody that's actually made money online, like someone that's actually gotten results, not just someone that's, you know, reading off a script or something. And they're going to map out a game plan that is specific and tailored to your success. So you're going to fill out a questionnaire and you're going to lay out your goals, your timeline, your resources available, what it is you're looking to do, why you're doing this. And they're going to take that information, they're going to align it to what we have to offer. And we're going to match up a strategy to help you hit your goals as fast as possible. This will help you get off on the right foot and you'll begin seeing results quickly and know exactly what to do next. One of the biggest killers in this business is procrastination. People say, you know, I'll do this tomorrow, or I'll do it next week, or I'll do it next month. And guess what? You don't. And the reason you don't is because you procrastinate because you're not 100% sure of the results you'll get. You know, if you had 100% confidence that if you took a specific action, you would get a certain result, then guess what? You're going to take that action with no hesitation because you're going to want to get the results you're looking for. And that's, you know, that's one of the killers to people succeeding. It's just procrastination. They just never quite get around to it because they really don't believe in it. Well, we're going to make sure you believe in it because we're going to make sure you have all your questions answered and you have 100% confidence that you know what you're doing going forward. This is a $499 value. Access to our success team and resources. So you'll get access to our team for ongoing questions, support, and all of our team resources. You're in business yourself, but you're not by yourself. Our team is here to help you succeed in every way possible. If you ever get stuck or you just need a little help, our leaders are here to help you along the way. That's a $4,899 value. Again, you're not paying for all those subscriptions to all those different programs. You don't have to buy a ton of different info products and all this stuff from every guru out there. We have you covered in every aspect. Team group weekly webinars and weekly trainings. So you're going to get ongoing training with our team to make you an expert and ensure you build your online business as big as you want. We have people making a full-time income doing this, doing nothing but placing ads. That's it. They don't ever get on the phone. They don't do webinars. They don't do sales. They don't learn the back end pieces of how to do email marketing and building funnels and doing all that kind of stuff. They just send traffic with an ad. And if you want to do that, that is fine. And if you want to make an income and just, you know, kind of live the life, that's good. If you want to take your business to the next level and you want to you know, build that truly life-changing, you know, asset, that wealth that's going to be generational that you can pass on, and you want to make a big impact, then we have, you know, people in place that can help you scale your business to whatever level you really want. Use a 6- and 7-figure level, you know, even 8 figures. That's all possible here. We'll cover everything you need to start making money right away during our weekly training. All training is recorded, so you can always go back if you ever want a refresher or on anything, or you miss a session, no big deal. That is a $299 a month value. Facebook ads membership site access. Now, Facebook is one of the easiest ways to get that high quality traffic we talked about earlier flowing into your sales funnel. Facebook knows everything about everybody. They have data on everybody. And we use that data to do really highly detailed targeting to generate leads for our funnels. You're going to get step-by-step training modules that will show you exactly how to do that and how to start making money with Facebook ads right away. This over-the-shoulder training is newbie friendly and retails for over $800. It's included right now for free. We're constantly updating it with the latest strategies from Facebook marketing pros, people that have connections inside the Facebook advertising department, so we know what they're up to and what changes are going on, and people that have been making money with Facebook ads for a very, very long time. This is an $899 value. And mentorship tools and training. Many of the tools you need to get your online business off the ground would easily set you back hundreds or even thousands of dollars. I laid out the exact prices earlier of what I actually pay. You'll get everything you need to start building a successful online business when you join the Team Phoenix community. And the mentorship is really what makes this priceless, because there's a lot of things out there where they'll get on a call with you, they'll sell you something, and guess what? That's the end of that relationship. They promise coaching, they promise mentorship, they promise whatever, but it doesn't really happen. Here in this community, we have an extremely supportive community that is all about contribution, all about helping people. And the coaches and mentors actually want you, like they literally, they were in your shoes. They want you, they know what it takes, they know the struggles, and they want you to succeed. And they're going to tell you exactly what to do to get to the level you're trying to go. And they're going to walk you through there, as long as you're willing to put in the work and you're executing the recommendations we put in place for you. This is going to be we have a mutual responsibility. We have a responsibility to mentor and guide you, but you have a responsibility to do the work. So you're getting the exact system that people in this webinar have exclusively used to quit their jobs and design their dream lifestyles. Now, your investment, if you tried to build your own online business, you'd easily invest thousands of dollars in training and tools just to get started. It's possible to do it on your own, but why? When you join Team Phoenix, you get access to ongoing training and a team of success-minded people that are focused on your success. Everything you're getting today is valued at almost $10,000, $9,794. You won't pay anywhere near that today, actually, though. Obviously, that would price out a lot of people, and we do want as many people as possible to take advantage of this opportunity and change their lives. And we originally planned to open the doors to this at $499, which is a great deal, because at $499, you're still saving thousands of dollars, because the one-on-one coaching call alone would normally set you back $499. In terms of the tools and software and the training, and there's so much value that goes into that. But how does this sound? $99. So that is actually the offer on the table. We're going to guarantee that it's going to be a $99 fee for the next 48 hours. And here's what you'll need to do. Click the button below that says join our team. Unlock your account right away and get everything we just covered at no additional cost to you. We'll then add you to our private mastermind Facebook group and schedule a coaching call and begin your training. Then you'll be on the road to freedom. So let's recap. If you want to learn how to build a profitable online business, get started without technical skills or prior experience, save time, money, and skip all the common mistakes that most people make, and start making real money, join these recent job quitters and many others, then click the button, invest $99, and change your life. But it actually gets better. So if during the next 14 days you decide this is not for you, just let me know and I'll give you a full refund. Now, this is a business. Not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur. It's not right for everybody, and that's fine. But you'll know that pretty soon or pretty quickly. The only way you can lose, though, is if you don't click the button to join us. You must join within 48 hours to get the rate guarantee. I can't guarantee this is going to stay at $99 much longer. And in fact, within probably about 4 to 6 weeks, because of a new marketing system we are putting into place that we've invested $250,000 into, there are some hard costs associated with that. It's going to be totally revamped. You're going to get some amazingly powerful tools that, even though our system currently we've done millions of dollars with, we haven't had access to the, or you guys haven't had access to the type of powerful tools that you're going to get as part of the system. So along with that goes, some additional costs. So at that point in the future, we are going to end up charging $99 a month. However, you guys getting started now, you're actually going to get a 30-day grace period for when we actually launch that. So you can go in, you can try it out, you can see what it's all about and all the features in it, and decide if it's something you want to use. And I'm pretty sure at that point you're going to say that it's absolutely a no-brainer, total bargain. But you're not going to have to pay that, and there's no obligation to start or renew that subscription. So you watched all the way to this point. You want to build an online business that will set you free, and you know you're not going to find an opportunity to get this much for such a low investment anywhere else. So seize that opportunity today to get on the exact system that changed my life and will change yours. So with that, we're going to bring out a few people to the panel. They're going to tell you guys a little about their story, how they got started here, and some of the results they've gotten. Hopefully not. We don't go into too many of the fantastic results, because at this point, it's kind of silly. We have so many people getting results, and some amazing results, that at some point it becomes unbelievable to new people, which kind of shoots us in the foot, right? So we want you guys to ask some questions, and we want to hear some people on the panel, and just kind of share their story with you, share their lives with you. First off, we'll bring out Brian, who's he's in a hotel right now, but he's en route to Cabo. Dude's from Canada, used to work in the oil field, made a crap ton of money doing this, and it's allowed him and his family to be able to travel the world, to live wherever they want, do whatever they really want, and they get to run their business from a laptop, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, buddy. It's been fun. This year, I've been online for I've almost been online for 2 years now, I guess, but I've only been within this system for about 11 months. So I got online. I did 10 years in the oil field. Oil field crashed, and I was looking for something else. Chris, that was the worst question I've ever heard anybody ask. I mean, let's make an example. Chris, if you're still with us here, please write in the chat what you do for work. I just want to see what you do for work, just so I can relate with you on a level here. Anyways, while we're waiting for Chris, when I got online, I struggled big time. I went through about $40,000 trying to find a system that works, product that converts, and ultimately learn all the information that's needed in order to be successful online. I didn't really have any mentors, and the mentors that I did have, I paid anywhere from $1,500 to $3,500 a month roughly to have, and that would require basically 1 half-hour phone call every month, right? So not a lot, but costs a lot. So when I got offered this opportunity through Brandon, I was down to $200. I didn't have much. I was living in Costa Rica. I couldn't pay rent the following month, which was in about 15 days. And I was like back against the wall, right? Yeah, Chris, it's all good, man. I want to ask you what your job is. So anyways, so when I got into the system, keep in mind I had some success, like not success, I shouldn't call it success. I had made money, not as much as I spent, but I still could like visually see that this was possible, that there was a way to make money. And I just needed the right mentor, the right training to be in place, right? So when he said we're going to put together a system where 90% is done, I was like, perfect. Not a better way to go about this than that, basically, after failing for 7 months, right? So forward 4 days after I got started, I went, made about $15,000 in 4 days. Keep in mind, my hustle was hard. I was working my ass off. I was on the phone closing sales every single day. I wasn't waiting for Brandon to close sales for me. I couldn't. I didn't have time, right? So now over the course of the last 11 months that I've been with this system, I've done multiple 6 figures online. I've been traveling for the last year now. I've been to places like Bahamas, Vegas, Mexico. I'm currently living in Florida. I went to Thailand. I went back home to Canada. And now recently, I was going to stay in Florida. And basically what happened was, told me I had to get out. because I'm only allowed to be here for 6 months at a time before I got to pay Trump taxes as well. So I think Trump's got enough money in his pocket. So I'm not going to pay him any of my money. I know that. So what I do, I literally have 20 days I'm left back in the country, and I wanted to like save some of that time because we host events and stuff like that for you guys, so that we can, you know, meet you in person, give, you know, some sort of value to you in person, and help you with your business and personal development and stuff like that. And I want to be able to attend these events. So I had like 10 days to get out of the country if I wanted to still have time to be here. So rather than going back home to Canada, which I don't really feel like doing, all my stuff into storage, parked my truck, and now I'm flying to Cabo and living there for 6 months till I'm allowed back in the country, right? So freedom that it gives you, you know, like most people are like, oh crap, I got to go back to Canada. I don't have to. It doesn't matter where in the world I am, I'm going to make money, right? I now have a sustainable business. I have multiple people, some of them are on here, that have made, you know, multiple 5 figures in a month, 6 figures a year, and they're all brand new to the internet. They didn't even have the experience that I had, you know, whether it was failures or not, right?
And let me jump in and answer the pyramid thing, just because it gets annoying. But so just so you guys know, okay, when someone says, "Is this a pyramid?" Like we laugh, and it's not, you know, necessarily to put anyone down. It's just because we understand what that is, and we kind of understand what they mean, but we understand that they don't even know what they mean. When you ask, "Is this a pyramid?" Like you could mean, "Hey, is this a multi-level marketing company?" No, it's not. It could mean, "Hey, is this a pyramid scheme?" No, it's not. But just by asking that, you know, or hey, is this a pyramid type organization? I don't know. Every organization is a pyramid type organization. CEO, vice presidents, regional managers, you know, assistant managers, employees, whatever. That, you know, that's a structure. But by asking like, "Hey, you know, is this a scam? Hey, is this a pyramid?" What you're saying is, "Hey, is this illegal? And will you tell me publicly, is this illegal?" Like, okay, if it was, like, why would, you know, we can't say it, you know, we can't say, "Oh yeah, it's a total scam." Yeah, it should get in before it collapses. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why even ask that kind of question? So, but no, I mean, this is not an MLM. This is not a pyramid. This is not a pyramid scheme. Like I said, I lost $78,000 in a real freaking pyramid scheme. Like, I have the lawsuit to prove it. Like, it's, you know, there's one of the lawsuits has been finished or judged or whatever. Still in another one. None of the assets have been recovered. But basically, like, I have intimate knowledge of what is a Ponzi scheme and what is not. So like I said before, throughout the entire presentation, there's no freaking reason why we would spend time and money, effort, and energy building a pyramid scheme. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so hope you guys understand that. And by the way, when a lot of people say, well, I'm just worried about getting scammed or whatever, sure, I understand that. You know, I got scammed, people get scammed. However, a lot of times people don't get scammed. A lot of times people say they get scammed because they want to shift the responsibility for their failure to someone else. So if you bought something in the past, you bought a business, you bought an opportunity, an info product, and you didn't do crap with it, and you didn't make any money, and you calling it a scam, then, you know, that's all you're doing is shifting the responsibility. Until you accept responsibility for, you know, your lack of effort or your lack of results, you're never going to be able to change your results. So you come into this, you get started, we're going to give you coaching. We're not going to pat you on the back and say, you know, good job, and, you know, send money into your bank account. We're going to tell you how to get from where you are to where you want to go. And if you want to put in the work and you want to, you know, get the help and the feedback and from people that have been there and done that and are getting the results, that's great. But you can't blame us for your failure. So if you don't make money, it's up to you. I mean, but at the same token, I don't take, you know, I don't take credit for Brian making hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? He put in the work. So anyway, that's my rant. I'm off the soapbox. I'm going to mute myself so I don't have.
You explained yourself. He still seems to think we're making fun of him. We're not making fun of you, man. To make fun of you, okay? All we're trying to do is explain. Like, here's the thing: is like Brandon said. Do you know how many times we get asked this question? Like, if you were to say to me, like, let's say you met me face to face, I explained this opportunity to you, right? Would you say that to my face? The process on my phone or on my tablet, and I said, here you go, sign up, right face to face. You wouldn't say, is this a scam? Because I'm standing right there. Right? But for some reason, because it's an internet thing, it's like, oh, it's a scam. I've never been scammed in my life online, right? Some people have. I never was. I spent a shitload of money, but I was given exactly what they told me they were going to give me, right? So the only difference was that I was not in
a scam. You can only be scammed if you don't receive the value you're paying for. So like I said, we have a 14-day money-back guarantee. We use our merchants' accounts are Stripe and PayPal. So they're secure transactions. They have consumer protections. There's no way we can just take your money and run. You know, worst case, you could always just dispute with your credit card company, but you don't have to, because if you decide it's not for you, we just refund you. Or if we decide you're not the right fit, if we decide you're not in a position mentally, like the right place to, you know, be able to accept the responsibility of starting a business and put in the work, we don't think you're going to be able to succeed because you don't have the right mindset. Maybe you're a get-rich-quick type person. You don't have integrity, something like that. Then we're going to refund you. You're not going to be able to work with us. You won't have the opportunity. So anyway, I'm going to stop preaching. I promise.
Yeah, we're going to both start. We're both going to go on a rant here. No one's making fun, though. I'm not laughing at you, Chris. You know, I'm sorry if you felt that way. That's not how we try and present. Like, I'm happy, man. I'm fucking cool, right? So, anyways, what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna bring up one of my guys, or both my guys that have both incomes online now, and being able to quit their job in less than 90 days. Gone on to, you know, travel, buy their dream car, you know, do the things that they love with their families. And with that being said, Jesse, if you want to come out here and share your story, man, so that we can alleviate this making fun thing.
For sure, dude. Thanks for bringing me out. I just want to really stress that, Chris, nobody was making fun of you, man. It was just simply answering the question that you asked. It's all good. Nobody's out there to get you or whatever. But I want to just touch on my story a little bit. I jumped into this program about 10 months ago now, right when Brian found it, pretty much. I seen something he posted on Facebook, and something in his post just like it hit me. It just took me right to where I wanted to be, and I just couldn't let it slip out of my fingers. I clicked the link. I watched the same webinar that you guys are watching now. There was a lot less success stories back then. Back then it was just Brian and Brandon, and now we've got so many people here that have seen massive success in a short period of time. And something about that, the presentation, just I had to see where it was going to go. So I paid the $99. On the other end of that, my mind was blown. I was like, I went from being your typical oil patch guy in Alberta who like super closed mind. I always felt like life was just not going the way it was supposed to for me. And that I was always meant for more. I just didn't know how to go out and get it for myself. So I went from almost buying oil field companies, trucking companies, water well drilling company, and trying to make a go of that, when like the last place I ever thought I would own a business and be making more money than I ever have was online. Because back when I started this, I barely even knew how to turn on a computer. No word of a lie. I have a work ethic that I'll outwork pretty much anybody. And when especially when it comes to my family and providing for them and giving them the things that they deserve, and just being able to hang out with them and do the things that we want to do, this has opened my eyes to see, like, I've always wanted to make a good income, and I've always wanted to have time to do the things I want. I just never knew how I was going to do it until I seen this program. And yeah, it took a lot of work at the start. I hustled my ass off to make it happen. I quit going out with friends, partying, and I just focused more into this because I knew that a short-term sacrifice into building my business the way I wanted it to be built was going to pay off in the long term. And now I've been able to basically hire people to kind of manage a lot of my stuff. And now I'm able to just go out and hang out with my family, the people I love, do the things we want to do 7 days a week. We don't even know what day it is normally. The only reason I keep track of the week is because of these webinars, Mondays and Thursdays. Other than that, every other day is just like, it doesn't matter if it's Monday or Saturday or Sunday or whatever. We do what we want to do. And it's because of the mentorship that we have here that are like, they actually care about you. They don't just feed you to the dogs and be like, hope you survive. They walk you through it. They make sure you understand things. And I've been able to build a team of over 250 people now, just on my own within 10 months, and help them get what they ultimately want out of life, or working on getting them what they ultimately want. And I guarantee every one of them that actually has that drive, that mentality to make it happen, is going to get it. And it's not going to be lack of effort, or the people that don't, it's not going to be lack of effort on our part. It's going to be lack of effort on their part. So if you're sitting there wondering what's on the other side of that $99, if you think you can make this happen for yourself, I guarantee you can. You just need to actually do it. So that being said, I'm going to pull out one of my huge success stories. Mr. Martin.
What's up?
He was able to his job in less than me. So
You're on mute there, Mikey.
I got him. I got me. There I am. Thanks, Jesse. It's always a pleasure, man. Being on here, guys, with you. It's most incredible thing. Kayla, congrats on your last month. That's awesome, girl. Thing of it is, you guys, is that I come from a big business entity with my dad. He owned one of the biggest car dealerships and toy dealerships in northern British Columbia and Fort St. John, BC. And we got talking and stuff, and just about a couple of weeks ago and everything, and we got talking about my income and everything, and he was blown away because he had to spend millions of dollars on product just to just to make a living for our family, and he never got to that income for 3 or 4 years into his business. Probably he even said 5 to even what I'm making in just over 5 months in this business, you guys. So the thing of it is that I always tell everyone, I come from the car sales industry, and to do what, to make the income that I'm making, and especially last month, I'd have to sell 75 to 80 cars in 1 month to even come close to what I'm doing, right? So it's a matter of fact is that the system just lets you, if you put in the work and you put in the time, it's gonna fulfill you, right? And the most important thing you got to remember is mindset, right? Because if you're not willing to put in the work or the time, and your mind isn't there to help you along the way, you know what I mean? Even especially just even coming in here, you guys are here for a reason. You guys opted into this webinar for a reason, right? So the thing of it is that you got to remember that it takes time, it takes energy, and it takes a big mindset, right? So, and it takes hard work, you guys. Like Jesse said, it was, at first it's hard work, right? But the hard work pays off, because we wouldn't all be sitting on this panel if the hard work didn't pay off, right? So that's all I got, guys, and I appreciate you guys joining letting me on here and everything. Thanks. Peace.
Thanks, bruh. Sean, do your thing, bro.
Hey, thanks, Brian. All right, guys, my name is Sean Malone. My wife, Melissa, we're the original power couple. At least that's what people started calling us here in the community. And our story, really, we started in the corporate environment, and we did everything right. We went to school, we got the education, we got the degree, and then we came through the system and we got those traditional jobs. Melissa ran a dentist's office for the past 9 some years. Same dentist, got to a point where she kind of got maxed out in her compensation, what she can make in the business, and she's still a young, beautiful woman. Of course, she's my baby. I love her. I was in the finance. What's that?
Out of your league.
Right? I'm the luckiest guy ever. So anyways, I came from the financial services field, and I used to help people put together the retirement plans and work with families and younger couples and things of that sort, and just kind of help them guide to where they go. But the problem is that we never got time to get to spend together. And one of our passions is travel, for sure. We like to go just travel wherever we can. I was born in South Africa, so she was born and raised in Las Vegas, where we live currently, and we didn't have the ability to really go travel because of our work schedule. And so we kind of hit that point where we're like, holy cow, we got to go figure something else out to do, because there's just this overwhelming frustration. We felt like we had this big weight on our shoulders. We couldn't figure out how to create another way of life. And we'd spent a tremendous amount of time and energy and money trying to figure out another way. In fact, we've looked for the last 10 years. Me personally, I looked for 10 years. We've been married for a couple now. So we spent lots and lots of money, over 45,000. Coach Odom says he spent over 78,000, which is ridiculous. We spent about half of that amount of money, and nothing worked out for us. And like he said, you kind of have to take responsibility for your actions. Is we didn't take the necessary actions to make it work. But long story short, fast forward a little while longer, we were kind of at that point where emotionally we were broken, we were frustrated. We hated the position that we were in because we didn't get the time together, and we weren't making the kind of money we wanted to make. And at that time, I kind of heard something from one of my mentors that said, look, you got to go find people that have the results that you want. And if you can find that person, follow them, because just copy exactly what they do, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to work for you. And so it was about that point that Melissa actually saw something scroll on a video on her news feed, and we watched the video and we're like, oh my gosh, we should watch this webinar and see what it's about. Watch the same webinar you guys are watching now, very similar to it, right? We do live every Monday and Thursday, and watched, and we're like, holy cow, this makes sense. It's common sense, logical. Let's see what it's all about. Got in there and just were blown away by the coaching. I mean, the materials that you guys will see here just right after that orange button will change. You change your mindset on a lot of things. And we got involved, and really within 95 days, we were both able to walk out of our full-time jobs. And we've been living our dream life ever since then. We got the chance to travel the way we want to travel. We went to the beach for 10 days, then we went snowboarding, then we went to Thailand, then we came back and went ice fishing, and then we went to Texas, and then we went to California and snowboarding, and all while we're running our business, all while it's making money for us 24 hours a day, guys. So we're here, we're telling you this works. It's not a scam or a pyramid, because how many times could you see this many people on one workshop talking about the results that they're having, and then hundreds of others? And if you go do research on what we do, you'll find that there's no bad stuff. AAA rating, the Better Business Bureau, it's legit as can be. So that's all I got. Guys, if this is something that piqued your interest, I highly, highly encourage and urge you to press that orange button and just get started with us. See what it's like. I'd like to go ahead and bring out one of our newer members. His name's Adam. He's been with us for a few months, and he's got just an incredible story. Him and his wife, they're doing this business together like we are. And Adam, come out and share your story, man.
Hey, thanks, Sean. I'm just grateful to be here. This has been an amazing journey for my wife and I. We started out, my wife was the real ambitious one. She got a degree, and she's kind of been supporting us since we've been married. And I was working on a degree. I was working toward engineering because I was generally pretty good at math and school. And so that's what I've been doing. But, I've always wanted to create some kind of business, something to really just leverage our income and really create some more freedom for us. And, I was just getting frustrated with going through schooling and just the idea of having a job and being stuck in this schedule and having to fight for time off and, working to make enough money so I can eventually start a business. And then, just some things happened. My second daughter was born, and she wound up in the hospital for 10 days. And, then the finances just got really tight, and I was just frustrated. And so that's actually about the time I just decided, this is it. We've just got to do something differently. I don't like where we're going. I don't like juggling. My wife is a nurse. She's working nights. I was going to school and working in the day. So we were juggling the girls and all the stress and everything that was coming. We were just frustrated. And that's when I came across, this group. I heard about this workshop that I could come check out and see, what they had to offer. And I was obviously pretty interested, just in an opportunity to start making something online, kind of on my part-time, to start making something. And so I came to check it out. And I tell you, I was skeptical, like a lot of people. I had to come a couple times and watch this. And, I had to talk to my wife about it. She was really the skeptical one. But I finally decided, if I'm ever going to make a change, I have to take that leap. And so I did it. We were working as a student. We didn't have money, but I decided, $99, I can do that. I pitched in the money, and I tell you what, I haven't looked back. I've been in here a while, and I wouldn't say I have the results that everyone else on this panel does, but I can see where this business is going, and it just excites me every day. I get to get up and work on this super hard every day and try to get ourselves to really work towards our dreams and everything we really want to accomplish. And I just know this is really the vehicle to do it. There's amazing support in here, amazing coaches and mentors, training. Everything is just amazing. The $99, it's nothing compared to what you're getting on the other side. So that's all I can say to you guys. This is amazing. Just click that button, join in, and never look back. Thanks.
Thanks, Adam. Great job, man. So the next person I just want to introduce, actually, she really doesn't even need any introduction whatsoever. Every now and again, you run across a shooting star, right? And this young lady that I'm about to bring out she gets me so emotional. I'm just so proud of her. Kayla, please come out and share your story. I'm just really, really proud of you. So.
What's up, guys? I'm Kayla. I got started in this opportunity, as I would say, about 8-9 months ago, and it has totally changed my life. Melissa and Sean are personal friends of mine, and we have been wanting a change in our day-to-day for the last 2 years. They've tried a lot of shit. I haven't really tried much, but we still just wanted a change in our day-to-day. I was tired of reporting to a boss and being told where I had to be, when I had to be there, for how long. I'm 24 years old, and I was told I was topped out. At 24 years old, I'm told I will no longer make any more pay than what I'm at right now, and I'm supposed to work for my dentist for the next 40 years of his career, being okay with where I'm at. And I couldn't just swallow that and say, yeah, sure, fuck, just let me basically stay stagnant in my entire life. So, I hopped on this webinar, and it was just like what Jesse said. It was literally just Hodgson and Brandon Odom, and we all got started, and it changed our lives. I quit my job in 90 days. I was able to learn a skill set from an entire panel of coaches and leaders and other marketers going through the same thing I was going through. I had constant support and mentorship, and I quit my job. I fired my boss in 90 days. I am 24, and I will never have to go into another job again. And I not only was able to do that, but I was able to retire my husband in 6 months. And now he works from home with me every day, or I mean, fucking Thailand, in North Dakota, wherever we want to be, we're able to do so because of the skill set we learned. Yes, it is $99, and eventually it will be $99 a month. But if that's something that you can pay for your future to literally change in 90 days to 6 months, pay it to do something different, because you're only going to change your day by making a change. And this $99, I'd fucking pay it over 20,000 times if I knew I would make more than I have ever made in an entire year in 1 month. 1 month I made more than I've ever made working my ass off for someone else. And I made that in 1 month from the comfort of my own fucking home, or in Starbucks because I'm a white girl and I love coffee. This is Curtis. He's one of my teammates, and he's an awesome dude, and shows that we're clearly two entirely different people, but we still connected because we wanted a difference in our path. And now he's here from Canada, you know, to learn the biz with me and share a little bit of your story.
Thanks, Kayla. Yeah, I came down here last Thursday. I'm here for a whole week. Kayla and her husband were kind enough to invite me out here to stay with them for a week and help me out with my business and to get it going to the next level. I've been in here for about 5.5, 6 months now, and I've got to the point where I'm duplicated my full-time income. And, you know, like, it's just crazy to me to be able to do that in that short of a period of time. I mean, I obviously didn't do things quite as fast as some of the other ones on the panel, but I was going through a pretty rough time in my life when I got in here, in the middle of a divorce and custody battle, and, you know, working all kinds of other hours and jobs just to make ends meet with legal fees and everything like that. And I was still able to get this business going for myself, and it's ramping up like crazy now. And I like to see that Kayla was at the same spot I'm at now when I got in 5 months ago, and she just made her year's salary in a month. And that's what I got to look forward to 4 or 5 months from now. I'm like, fucking woohoo! Like, it's absolutely incredible, guys. Like, I don't know how it's undescribable. Just click the fucking button, join up, and make a change in your life. That's all I have to say. Thanks.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, just one last team member who was here just a couple of weeks ago with me is Charlie. She's also in Canada. So go ahead, Charlie, come out and share your story.
Thanks, Kayla. Yeah, like Kayla said, I got to be in Curtis's spot a couple weeks ago with her in Vegas, and that is my probably the proudest thing that I can say that I've done in this business. My upline, my mentor, the person that brought me in here. We had a girl on one of our trainings the other night, and she said, I want to be somebody's Kayla. It just hit me, and I was like, holy shit, like that's what everybody wants to be in this community. They want to be their mentor. They want to be the person that brought them in here. And it hit me hard to the heart. And I was like, holy crap, like I changed my life, everything that I needed to do. And now my job, I'm making my income completely. It's to the point where my land in the sand moment was when me and my boyfriend first bought our first house together, and not even 6 months into having that house, we almost lost it. And I came across one of Kayla's videos, and it, guys, I know we say that, but it really did. It changed my aspect on life, on people, on money, everything. And everything to owe to Kayla. That's all I have to say is everything that I have, I owe to Kayla.
Okay, I don't know if Kayla was trying to talk. She was muted. Okay. So yeah, appreciate that, Charlie. So so that's one thing, guys. So if you're, you're still kind of on the fence and you're like, oh, I don't know if it's a scam or whatever, like if you come into this, like you're going to meet us all eventually. Like we do live events. We currently do quarterly live events. The next one is going to be in Vegas at the end of April. We may or may not have public tickets. We don't know yet. Basically, did the beard talk yet? That's awesome. Lindsay, he will. I'll bring him out in a second. That's the thing. So like if we're not going to rip people off and then have to like look you guys in the face, in a month or two from now, if you come out and meet us in person, like, so you're gonna get real value. You're gonna see what this whole thing's about, and you're gonna have your own stories, which would be pretty cool. Lindsay, if you want to, did you guys talk, or do we want the beard to talk?
The beard can talk.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, my wife and I, we jumped in here because we needed something to change. We were in a kind of a bad spot, and we come across this video. Actually, Sean and Mel brought us in, and we watched. We were curious about what was going on, and so we jumped on a webinar just like this and saw what the potential was. And I was actually pretty skeptical about it in the beginning. She actually jumped in right away, and I was like, I don't know about this. So she jumped in, and I was kind of in the background, but I'm here now because the opportunity that's behind that 99 is quite amazing. Basically, it's just changed our lives for the better. We were tired of, saying goodbye and not being able to be around one another. Because when we got married, you live in this fantasy world that you're going to be together all the time. But then reality hits, and you gotta go to work, and you don't get to be together with one another. So it gets really difficult, and there's a lot of sacrifice when it comes to a job, and this is changing it for us tenfold. I mean, there's nothing free in this world, and if just paying the 99, you can get that freedom back, because when you're going to a job, everybody sacrifices, whether it be your spouse, your kids. It's just me. I miss out on lots of things. Like my kids, they learn new things every day. We've got 2 young ones, and I miss out on that. So it's definitely changed my life and changed my whole family's life for the better. You got anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to add, if you're watching this still and you're scared, then get the fuck over it. I mean, that's all I got to say. Like, get over it. Because if you want to change, then do something about it. Otherwise, get off the webinar and go live, life like you've been living. And obviously, you're not happy because you're here. So, I feel very passionate about this because it has done so much for us. Our life is completely changed because of this. We're completely 2 different people. As much as we've grown, it's crazy. So like I said, we're the difference between those people that are too scared to try something new. If you're too scared, then you're never going to grow. You're never going to get out of the situation that you're in. So sorry to be blunt, but like, get over it. Try it. You're never going to grow if you don't. So hit that orange button, see what we got to offer. That's all I got to say, guys. Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, Lindsay. So apparently you've been watching Brian's videos. Brian drops a couple F-bombs here and there. I've heard occasionally, So Chris, you the last one?
I think so.
Okay, so let me just tell you guys. So Chris is one of our top coaches here. He has a business background, has a sales background, has a lot of experience, in other kinds of areas, and then he basically brought in his work ethic and didn't have online business expertise, but he learned a lot really quick, and so he got some results really quick. So that's any of you guys, it doesn't really matter your background. I think you guys have seen there's like a range of people. People dropped out of high school, people went to college, people were young, people were older. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you're willing to put in the work, you can click a video, you can watch a video, follow the instructions, copy, paste, click this, do that. It's as simple as it gets, short of us actually flying to your house, sitting beside you at a computer and, doing it for you. And, if you actually, you hang around, you might get the opportunity to do, like what Curtis has been able to do and Charlie and stuff. And, come hang out with us, come meet us. We'll work with you side by side. I've actually got a guy, I've never met him. He messaged me online a few weeks ago, and he's actually flying out here to Scottsdale to come talk to me about all this and get started. And that's kind of serious though, right? Like flying across the country to another state to meet a guy to get started working in business online. Like if I asked you guys for the same obligation, like not pay $99, I'd be like, hey, fly out here to Scottsdale. I mean, would you guys do it? It would be worth it. Yeah, I can guarantee you it would be worth it if you did that. Or if you flew out to any of the leaders' houses here or any of the coaches and got them to sit down beside you and help you put this thing together. And you're going to get the next best thing to that because you're actually going to see us on the videos, walking you through this stuff step by step, helping you get your business off the ground, talking to us, on the phone, on webinars. So you're going to get a lot of value from this. With that, I'm going to pass it over to Chris. He can tell you guys a little bit about his story here, and then we'll answer any last minute questions and call it a night.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon. Just seeing a couple of questions rolling through. Brian and Jesse answer some of them about like location, UK. Yeah, we have multiple people in the UK. I have people on my team that are they live in Australia. So there's all different kind of times. In fact, we should actually look into our community, see if we have every single time zone at this point. I bet we're pretty close, but
I know there's a girl in Japan right now.
Oh, really? In the chat. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so that's again, that's not only is this mobile, but time zone wise, it's like literally there's very little restriction for that reason. It's really appealing. It's really different. So I think, at least for me, when I started hearing some more of these stories, I saw the truth is I see a lot more of these now. I think I'm being targeted by other marketers because I'm in this space, but it's hard for me to believe because the concepts that you're hearing and how you're living, you're like, okay, what are you doing? Is it legal? Like, I was feeling more that way. And then, another thing of how I felt, like, coming on here, you listen to all these testimonials, right? And like tonight, like, man, it's so crazy just to hear. I've only been here 6 months, but you can feel the emotion from everyone, how much they've connected. I've got to know a lot of these people on the panel, met most of them, or at least half of them in person at this point. Hope to meet all of them at some point. It's been awesome to do life with them, and I feel like you know them, and I haven't even met all of them yet. So watching, like, that should say something. But if you're like me, when I was watching this, I kind of felt like, okay, like, that's cool, like, good for you guys. Like, I was genuinely happy. I'm glad you're making money. I'm glad that you're all friends and having a good time. But does that mean that I'm going to make money? Was that when I was coming into this to start this business, I didn't have a plan B. I didn't have a backup plan. I didn't have an income coming in, and my son was my first kid, and he was less than 1 month old, and I'm the sole provider of my family. So I wasn't just making the decision for myself. I was making it for my marriage, and I was making it for my family. I didn't have time to like spend 5 years, 3 years, even a year, and tens of thousands of dollars to figure this out. Like, I needed a good answer. So what did I do? I took action. I spent the 99, I jumped in, and I went and met people that were in the community. You have full access to everything. They give you everything. So reach out to people, like, how long you been in here? How's it going? Do you like it? I don't know, it's real. Like, you can't fake thousands of people on their personal Facebook page saying the same message. So I don't know, for all you, some of the people that maybe are feeling a bit skeptical, or like you're feeling maybe like I did, where you're like, okay, cool, like I'm really glad for you guys, but you know, like, how do I still know? Well, jump in and go through all the material, go on the coaching call, ask all the questions, and put the time in. And at minimum, you'll at least know at the end that this is a great fit for you, and you'll love it, and you'll keep doing it. And or you'll at least know that it's not the right fit for you, and you can walk away and never wonder. But if you don't get past yourself and at least give yourself the chance to stick with it and learn more, then you're just never going to know. So I guess that'd be my brief piece for tonight. I know we're kind of already going late. So yeah, hopefully that helps a few of you guys still sitting on the edge. Click the button, come hang out, and you can be up here someday. It'll be fun. We'll see you on the other side.
Cool. Thanks, Chris. So yeah, with that, that's going to pretty much do it. Anybody have last minute questions? There's someone that said, is this like the data testimonial? I don't know what that means, but let's see. If you're having trouble coming up with the 99, you know, there's a number of options. Go sell. We've had people, like, they didn't have much in terms of startup capital. They went and sold some stuff. You know, they did some garage selling, you know, picked up some extra shifts at work, got a part-time job, deliver pizzas, drive for Uber, do whatever you got to do, you know. The thing is, if you don't, like, I have a friend of mine who's always talking about doing this kind of, like a friend, like, I've known her for years. She wants to do this kind of stuff. She's always talking about it, but she doesn't do it. You know, and you can have this goal. You can have, like, I told her about what Kayla just did, and she's like incredulous about it, but she had the same opportunity to get started at the same time and hasn't done it yet. So the more you delay, the longer you're delaying, you know, the opportunity to completely radically change your life. So don't delay. Like, it might be difficult. It might be hard to, you know, might have to sleep less, you know, work through a lunch break, you know, do something extra on the side, you know, give up going out for a weekend, you know, don't eat out at restaurants for a month, do whatever you got to do. But if you come up with, you know, a little bit of startup capital to invest in yourself, get a business going online, you know, that's probably the best investment you guys can make. The opportunities, someone's asking, how long is this opportunity available? So I'm guaranteeing the 99 with no change for the next 48 hours. However, again, we are going to go to a $99 a month within about 4 or 5 weeks or so. Once we launch that, anybody in will have a grace period of 30 days. So if you got started now, you basically have about 60 days to try it out without paying an additional fee. If you waited until then, you'd be paying $99 a month from the start. So that's, you know, that's one thing. But as far as our opportunity to do this community, we're going to be around for quite a while. But I will tell you, the more, you know, the more this gets out into the market, the, you know, you want to have a first mover's advantage. It's just going to be all that much easier for you now to learn the skill set, to plug in and start doing the work, and you're going to reap the benefits. Whereas if you waited a couple of years from now, you know, that's probably not going to be, the opportunity is not going to be as lucrative for you. You know, by then, maybe we might all be retired. Who cares? You know, we'll all be sitting on a beach somewhere. So anyway, with that, we're going to, yeah, we're going to close it off. Yeah, if you're in the UK, we'll set you up with a time with a coach. We actually have coaches in the UK as well. So if you're having difficulty scheduling, shoot me a message and we can work something out for you. It is US, $99 US, so it's about $134, $135 Canadian, I think. All right, so with that, we're gonna jump off. Appreciate you guys, you know, taking some time out to learn something new, to invest some time into your self-education. Hopefully you invest into your future and get started with us. And we'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.